the discourse is over. The war has begun. You're not talking to Nazis anymore. You're not talking to people that want to entertain the notion of being a Nazi anymore. You don't want to talk to people that want to circumscribe the concept of Nazism within a fucking Socratic dialectic about goddamn whether Nazi. They're fucking Nazis.
So that was Dan Harmon, the same Dan Harmon who made that simulated baby rape video.
And you die if you don't say you're not a Nazi!
If you think pedophilia is a problem, well, you must be one of those Nazis, and you need to be killed.
29% of the people are fucking Nazis! You're not getting out of this! We have fascism! It is happening! We're fucking dead, maybe. Or maybe they're dead.
He is spelling it out for you.
That is what this civil war, and I promise you that's what's brewing, is going to be all about. And it's fucking over. The discourse is over. We have sat, we have talked, we have argued, we have pondered. The discourse is over.
This is what I mean when I say the left is at war. I'm not being metaphorical. I don't know what else you need to see.
You stab it! You cut it out! You bombard it with poison! Or you die, and in any case, you will probably die. Don't die talking to cancer! Don't die hanging out with it! Don't die arguing with it on Twitter! It's fucking fascism! Enough!
Meanwhile, even though YouTube lets this video where he's literally calling for your extermination, they let that stay up. They're taking down InfoWars videos. They're not delusional. Okay, the right needs to wake up and understand that. Their followers are, okay? But when the left does stuff like this, it's not because they're being irrational. That's why their followers go along with it, because they're irrational. That's who follows the left, is people who can't think rationally. But the people calling the shots at the top, they know exactly what they're doing. This guy, Dan Harmon, knows exactly what he's doing. The people at YouTube that are taking down InfoWars videos and demonetizing my videos, they know what they're doing. So don't explain this away as they're just being irrational or thinking emotionally. That's who they are. That's what this experiment in tolerance has reaped. So many Americans grew up being told that just because you thought something was morally reprehensible didn't mean that you were in any place to tell someone else that they were wrong. It means nothing's immoral anymore. California just got rid of the law where it was illegal to knowingly and secretly give someone AIDS. They got rid of that law. And it gets even worse. Just in the last few weeks, there have been people having bizarre sex rituals that end in people dying. They're asphyxiating. And not only does no one go to jail, They don't even lose their jobs. And this is the dangerous thing, okay? When you censor speech in today's context, you're only censoring people on the right. But what it's going to do, it's going to radicalize the leftists because it's going to put them in these it's going to force them into these safe spaces. And their perception of reality is going to warp because they're never going to hear the other side. If you're on the right, you always hear the other side all the time. And you have to critically think about, do they have a point? How do I argue against this? How does this align with what I think philosophically? They never have to have these kinds of internal conversations. They never have to, or external for that matter, because they'll just block you on Twitter. Or they won't have to block you on Twitter. Twitter will just shadow ban you. The left is radicalizing in a way that does not end well. We're dealing with millionaires in Hollywood, millionaires in literally every major city, that have access to hordes of brainwashed, low IQ, violent motherfuckers. Violent shock troops that have demonstrated again and again and again that they will be violent. The frustrating thing for me is the solution to this is actually pretty easy. These people don't think for themselves. We just need to lock up the leadership. And these are people that we have dead to rights. We know exactly what crimes they've done. If Trump's heart is in the right place and he wants to throw the book at him, even then it's not easy. You got half the FBI, at least, and half the other intelligence agencies just overrun with deep state shills. And I don't know, honestly, I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how you fix that without doing something extreme. Like, honestly, it would look like, from the outside looking in, it would look like a military coup. the extreme measures that would have to be taken, I think, to fix this. You almost have to be in an official civil war, because you'd have to have the wartime powers to do the sorts of things that you kind of have to do.
29% of the people are fucking Nazis. Let's face it, that's a minority. We can beat them.
For Black Pilled, I'm Devin Stack. If you like my content, make sure you like and subscribe, and please donate to the crypto addresses below or through Patreon. YouTube has been demonetizing most of my videos lately, so that's the only way I'm going to be able to keep doing this. So stay safe.